those on ventilators is coming down right the way across. It's coming down slowly, as you would expect, but it's on its way down. Next slide, please. And that, in turn, starts to lead to the decrease in deaths. And here you can see the number of deaths in all settings. So this isn't just hospital, this is across all settings. And you can see it's gradually beginning to come down. It's not coming down as fast as it went up. And I've said before, I expect there to be a bit of a plateau stage here before things really come down further. But you can see it's on its way down. Final slide, please. And again, this is the comparison. It's difficult to actually look at exactly what this means because people record things differently. But the message is, R is down, the number of new cases is down, that's turning into fewer admissions, fewer people in hospital, fewer people in intensive care, and we're beginning to see that decrease in deaths. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Patrick. Well, we're going to go first to members of the public who've got some questions to ask us. I'd like to hear from Michelle in Cornwall.
We are getting inquiries daily to book a holiday let from June onwards. We are worried there will be an influx of people coming away from the cities and to the tourist hotspots, which could bring a second wave to areas such as Cornwall. Please can we ask how tourism within the UK will be managed in the coming weeks?
Well, thanks, Michelle. And first of all, I want to, obviously, I sympathise very much with everybody in the tourism industry who's taken such a hit, and it's been one of our jobs to make sure that we look after businesses as far as we possibly can through our loans, our support schemes, to our furloughing schemes for workers. You will come back, Michelle. We are going to make sure that the UK bounces back as strongly and as fast as we possibly can, but we've got to be sensible. I think the public have been very sensible so far in staying away as far as they in obeying the advice. It's vital, as I say, that does not fray, and we don't see people starting to disregard what we're saying. But we will be saying, as I say, a lot more next week and in the coming weeks about how and when we propose to unlock the various parts of the UK economy. What you're going to get next week is really a roadmap, a menu of options. The dates and times of each individual measure will be very much driven by where we are in the epidemic, what the data is really saying. And we're getting in a lot more data every day now in the course of the next few days. So, Michelle, the short answer is you're dead right. We've got to get your business going again. We've got to get tourism going again, but we can't allow such a big influx of tourists as to create a second spike, a second wave of the disease. Chris or Patrick, is there anything that you want to add to that? Okay, I hope that's okay, Michelle. Thank you very much for your question. Katie from Liverpool. Well, Katie asks, the lockdown has seen an increase in suicide. What help is available for people experiencing a mental health crisis? And clearly this is a major issue that we've been thinking about. People confined at home can become more prone to existing mental health conditions, and so that's why it's very important to understand taking the pressure off the NHS in the way that we have means that we can now, as Matt Hancock said, I think on Monday, we can now make sure the NHS is once again prioritising other urgent care needs across the community, including people's mental health needs. And Public Health England is doing a huge campaign to reach out to people who have mental health needs, who are feeling in need of comfort in what is a very, very difficult time. If you're experiencing it yourself at home, then there are lines that you can call. Go on our website gov.uk to see what you need, and we are putting money now into mental health care charities across the country to support what we agree. I agree very strongly with Katie from Liverpool is an issue that needs to be addressed, and goes to show why it's all the more urgent for us now to begin to come out of lockdown, but to continue to suppress the disease. Happy with that answer, more or less?
Absolutely. The only thing I'd add to that is if you go onto the NHS website, there are contact details both for NHS things that are available for people who have mental health issues or are feeling